Hello from Juniper Springs.
We are just outside the Ocala National Forest at Juniper Springs Recreation Area.
And it's a little nippy for Florida. We got my new fire pit that I got for Christmas going. And as you can see, I got a tank on the side of the van, on the side of the trailer, finally.
She's been wanting that for a long time.
So
that we could have the fire pit and the heat going. So anyway.
And we don't have to take, it's not taking up room on the tongue of the trailer. So I'm loving it.
Hey, we're really excited about being here because there's some natural springs in the area. We are going to take a walk today and take a look at that.
We're not getting in them.
No, it's too cold. I think it's about 40 degrees right now. So
it's better than at home, but still, I'm not getting in any water.
Hey, let's get going.
We're in Site 28 and it's right by the bathroom, which is close, which is handy because you know we just have our little porta potty. So you need the big guys, and their showers, they're pretty clean. So anyway, we're gonna take a walk around, exercise Herky's legs, and show you this campground site, this ring. Here's the path for the springs, but they don't allow dogs, so we're gonna take Herky for a walk, put him back, and then we'll take you down.
As we're walking through the campground here, I can't help but notice there's a bean trailer. Man, these are really nice teardrop campers, and they're made very well. I actually spent some time talking with the people that own it last night. It was yeah, it's just a really neat trailer. If you are into tiny campers and if you want just a really neat quality build, you check them out. A little bit on the pricey side, but I think they make a really nice product.
In the tropical loop, there's like 30 sites in this loop. It's a little daunting because they have these big
Trees.
well, yeah, the trees, but these boxes to put your food in for the bears.
She's worried that she's going to hit a bear.
I know. I'm like, okay, put the food away.
I've not seen one, but
no. But anyway, it is a nice park. It's clean. And what's cool is when it's like Fort Wilderness, when people leave, they come and they rake the site and clean up. So it's really neat. Decisions. Do we go to the left or do we go to the right? We have no idea, but we're going to find out.
We're on this trail headed back to the springs. Who knows? We'll pick one and see how it goes.
Well, wouldn't you know it? We made the wrong decision. Not really. It's over here. Let's go look.
Hey, those of you that follow the channel know that I love anything to do with the CCC. So if you look behind me, there's a stone bridge. It was constructed in 1935 by the CCC. For what they say, it's still able to be used, except for the approaches. The this parts that weren't built by the CCC, the entrance and exit to the bridge, has started some erosion, so they have cut that off, but and not made it passable. They're going to rebuild it, but anyway, another CCC project that still lives today. So in 1935, just days after President Roosevelt signed the CCC Act into law, the CCC engineers descended on this area and began construction of this mill here behind me. There's some preservation work going on today, but so right in front of me is the spring itself, and then the mill is right here. It's amazing that, like I've said before, this work still stands today, and just really thankful for the preservation work that's going on here, preserving the history from those guys that really changed the face of our parks and roads and things like that in the country. Of course, adjacent to the mill here is the actual spring itself where it comes out of the ground. You can actually swim in here. It's a little chilly today. I doubt that I'm going to take the plunge, but certainly hundreds of people before me have taken the plunge. They've got a nice little area where you can walk around here and sit and just enjoy the area. It's pretty nice. We got this set up really well here. If you wanted to swim in the springs, all that you got to do is just walk down the steps and go in the spring. But nice area, very peaceful and very relaxing.
Look how crystal clear this water is. It's spring fed, so I'm not going in, but we're going to show you how clear this water is. Just look what we go through to get a shot for you.
Video on the fish. Second spring they have here is Fern Hammock Springs.
Fern Hammock, yes.
So everything is in really close walking distance to the campground. So you can get you a campsite and just walk without, I mean, even if you're not a strenuous hiker, this is just a path.
But Fern Hammock Loop for camping looks to be better than where we were. The sites are more secluded.
Mm-hmm.
Here's something you need to know though. If you're going to come here and camp, they want you out at exactly 11 o'clock. Not a minute after.
They're
right
pretty strict
on the dot or before.
They're pretty strict on the checkout times
Yeah.
here. So it's after 11 o'clock now. So what we done is we went ahead and disassembled our camp, and we just left our car, our van, and our camper in the parking lot. There is not a lot of RV parking here, so we're just fortunate we got here and there's not very many people here. So there was 5 spots for RV, but
No.
we're doing all right.
A lot of things are closed because they're doing a lot of work right now, but it's still beautiful. They can't close nature, right?
We came here with the intent of walking the boardwalk. That was one of the big draws here, and they're actually refurbishing that, so they've got it closed. But we're going to walk down here to the spring, and we're not going to let that hinder us. Let's go down the trail.
This was worth the walk down here. This is gorgeous. I think it's prettier than the other side. And this one tree is like hanging over the water back here, and there's a turtle on it, so Ed'll have to zoom in on him.
You know what I was thinking about when we're walking around through here? It's kind of like Tarzan movies. When you
Tarzan me, Jane?
When you look at the way the trees are hanging and the vines and the springs and everything. I know that they said that it's Silver Springs, I think it is, not too far from here, that they actually did some filming for the Tarzan movie, but this reminds me of Tarzan itself. So, hey, a beautiful area, and we're just having a good time walking around. I hope you enjoy it too. Back here at the spring, they've got an old CCC facility that had to fence off because it's in disrepair. Boy, I hope that they get an opportunity to refurbish this. It'd be a shame, just a downright shame for this to go away. Think about the boys that invested their life in building this facility. I really like looking at the hand-hewn logs and thinking about the people that cut that wood and did all that by hand. So I'm hoping that they can do a restoration. This project looks like they're doing a lot of restoration work around here, so hopefully that'll come around. This nature trail, we're at the end of the nature trail, and back at the spring we're making a loop around, going to walk back up. But definitely, it's not a strenuous walk. You can walk it with no problem whatsoever, and it's very peaceful back here today because there's nobody here, which is awesome for us.
There you have it, Jupiter Springs. And as always, we just showed you a snippet to whet your appetite. If we showed you everything, then what's the use of coming, right?
That's right. Well, hey, thanks for watching our short video today. We actually only have one night here at Jupiter Springs, but I could see us coming back here and spending several days because there's a lot to see in the area. But hey, we appreciate you watching our videos every week and subscribing to our channel. Stay tuned for more adventures, and be looking for us next Sunday.
Now it's time to walk this dog back to the trailer.